gentlemen, welcome to the longest running show on earth. Oh, the Mark Inspire Show, day 1,623 in a row, doing it. I'm here, southern border with Joanne. Got a little message in the mailbox from Laura Entrican. She said, when are you going down southern border? I booked a flight immediately. I went on Southwest Air. I got two for the price of one. Of course, Joanne needed a cargo ship. You know, you got to get her here how you get her here. Anyway, guys, we're doing it. This is officially the longest running daily variety show on earth. Yeah, no, thank you, Joanne. Joanne said, good job. I think she said that, or she was just wheezing it. I couldn't really tell. Anyway, guys, I have some very exciting stuff to share with you tonight. I will get through it and into it once we get back to the studio, Southwest Air. Oh, what's that, Joanne? Oh, Joanne. She said we couldn't get Southwest Air on the way back. Unfortunately, we had to go with Delta. Delta, but that's crap, Joanne, because they don't even give you a snack. I want a snack when I'm coming back from the southern border. Yeah, gonna be starving when I leave this place. You know there's no food anywhere, right? I mean, this lady over here's got a I don't even know, it's a gallon of something. It may be a gallon of water, I hope, because I'm gonna steal it from her in a couple minutes. Excuse me, buddy, can you put your shirt down? Like, I'm here. I'm doing a live report, Channel 7 News. You got your shirt up and you're like sunbathing at the southern border. You know, when they asked me to come down here to do the report, I was like, yeah, I guess. I mean, the president doesn't want to go. Vice president doesn't want to go. They just want people to come scurrying on in so they'll vote come, you know, the end of this year. And I get it. I mean, the guy who's there at the helm poops in a triple diaper. You know, he's napping right now. Always napping. But look, I'm here to try to call it for you the way it is. You like my socks? I gotta wear these socks because when we're here, southern border, you gotta make sure you wear them socks up. You know, there's gnats, scorpions. Yeah. So I'm wearing them today. So I had a couple people call me Benny. I don't know what the hell that meant. You know. Oh, wait a second. Joanne, when I was a kid, we'd call people Bennies when they were out-of-towners. I'm an out-of-towner. Here, southern border, doing it. Channel 7 News. I decided to wear, you know, the Caribbean gear today because I'm here and I got to fit in with the folk. So we're going to all make a run together for the border in a few seconds and see if we can get across the other side. Apparently, this guy over here says that his cousin, Pedro, is waiting on the other side of the Rio Grande. And look, I'm going to go with him. We're documenting the entire experience. What's that, No, Joanne, I don't care if you get tired. Joanne said she probably can't make it the entire trip. You know, Joanne, what you need is a little cardio. You know, I'm here, down southern border. You're here just kind of doing it, you know, wearing the moo-moo. It's just 114 degrees down here, Joanne. And you got the moo-moo on? You couldn't put on a bikini? You know, like, what are we talking about? Southern border. You know, when you're doing the southern border, and you missed the woohoo from Matt Zabrowski. Again, yeah, because you're in the middle of it. It's 2 days in a row, Matt. I'm sorry, Zabrowski. He's here. He came down the southern border, DJ, you know, he's on the side, wicka, 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 and he's just doing it. Got the headphones on. He was drinking a yoo-hoo, about to get the woo-hoo going, you know, and I was just in the monologue. I'm sorry. Yeah. What's that, Joanne? No, Joanne, the wheeze is ridiculous today. Nobody wants to hear it. We're trying to do a news story, Channel 7 News, and you're there making noises? I'm sorry? No, I mean, if you can put it just down for the next couple minutes, just while I'm doing the live report. You know, after the live report, you pull the shirt back up. You know, sunbathe, you know, you're doing it. You're praying to Ra. Yeah? But, you know, Joanne, Cirque du Soleil. I did it. That was when I was a kid. You know, they threw me up at the top and I'm doing the high wire. Then I did a flipperoo and then I caught the microphone. Anyway, guys, Southern Border, it's happening. It's real. I got the socks, you know, to prove it. And when I showed up here and I saw that guy, with his shirt up, you know, buddy, you know you're gonna have like a dark bottom and it's gonna just be like light up here. You know, you're doing an opposite bikini tan. You know, look, I get it. You're here. It's 114 degrees. You want to get a little air. Why don't you talk to the chica next to you? Ask her to throw some of that water, if it's water, onto your face, chest area, and including the hairy chest, stomach. You got hair all over your stomach. What are we doing here? You know, Joanne, that's kind of like what you got going on. Joanne's got a hairy stomach. You know, and then look, that's just the way she does it. She tried to shave it once, but the weed whacker broke. You know, when you got to use a weed whacker to get at that, you know, the whole hairy deal, and then you break the metal just shards, you know, never seen it before. We went back to the Poulin, you know, Poulin, P-O-U-L-A-N, Poulin. That's the company made the hedge clippers, you know, and I was like, what are we doing here? I just need to cut this back a little, you know? And they said, excuse me, what is it made of? Titanium? We don't know what the heck Joanne's made of. We have no idea, you know? But we broke the hedge clippers. And, you know, at that point, we were lost and we needed to contact an outside source for additional assistance on how to weed whack or cut that back, you know? And so, Joanne, what was it again? Oh, Tabahachi Lakahufu. Came out here with his, you know, machete, with his, and he's sushi style. You know, I'm catching it every time, Joanne, tonight. Southern Border. So, guys, if you have any questions for this guy over here with the shirt, you know, I just wonder how you smell. I don't even want to get too close because it's disgusting. Socks. You know, when you're wearing them, Southern Border. So we heard that the Border Patrol was coming down to break up the party here, you know, and that's when we're making a scoot for the Rio Grande. And I'm gonna, you know, Joanne and I, she's gonna try to hover and see if she could scoot along, you know. I'm going in, Rio Grande style, I'm walking across it. We're gonna see Pedro. And go and have a bite to eat, some biscuits. He's got biscuits, gravy, and he kills his own chicken. You can go there and have some chicken, killing it, you know, chop the head off. Chicken's running around. Like, what is this over here? As fresh as you can get. Pedro does it, you know. That's the real deal when you get, you know, Pedro, the family members. Yeah. Do we have to wear our shirt up, like, in order to go to Pedro? Like, what are we doing? Because if you tell me I gotta go and I gotta pull the shirt up and wear it like right here when I go to Pedro's, because I don't know what's customary at Pedro's house. I don't know if Pedro wants us to go there all double bikini style, reverse bikini. Joanne. Joanne, it would not be a sight to see you do the double bikini, the reverse bikini. Nobody wants to see your belly with all that hair. Anyway, guys, we're gonna just, I guess, take our flight back. Delta, was it Delta? Delta's crap. Delta is crap. Yeah. Last time I went on Delta, the seat fell off. Fell off. I'm sitting there, and I'm like, what happened here? Seat fell off. And then they came over, they got duct tape. If you can't duck it, you know the end of that one. Guys, so we got to go back, Joanne. Look, why don't we do this, Joanne? I'm going to go back and play some music, you know? And then you go to Pedro's, get the biscuits, see if he's got some sort of weird machete style thing to cut back that hair you got on your chest. And then I'll see you back studio later, all right? Guys, appreciate you. I do appreciate the invitation. Yeah, to your cousin Pedro's. But I'm not interested in wearing my shirt up like you. You look ridiculous, you know? If you're trying to make it cross the southern border and you're doing it like this, you know, good luck. Yep, no, grab the guy with his stupid shirt up by his chest. Which guy? The one idiot. The one idiot that's running with his shirt up here, you know? You send a picture by text. Shirt's here. Oh, yeah. Oh, there he is. You're going down, dude. Everybody else goes to Pedro's. Everybody else gets biscuits. But you, because you want to go with your shirt up to your chest and be that guy. You know? Joanne, you know what? I think you guys are a match made in heaven. You got the hairy chest. He's got a ridiculously hairy chest. Together, you can meld it together and do something weird, you know? This is 2023. You could be weird about it. Clearly. The weirder, the more, like, accepted. You could say and do the most ridiculous thing in the world, Joanne, and people be like,
yeah, that makes sense.
But don't do anything that makes, like, actual sense. Don't do things that are normal and common sense. Don't live like we did until 5 years ago. If you did that, yeah, there's like a negative to that, Joanne. But that's why we do the news story, Channel 7 News. When I come out here, we give it to people straight. You know, I actually, Joanne, this is just a sidebar. Guys, Joanne, when is he coming into town? Joanne, I can't hear you over the wheeze. You gotta speak a little louder and stop wheezing when you're talking to me. Thursday. Thursday. So guys, I guess I should let you know now just because you're here. I'm here. We're at the southern border. Channel 7 News. And Joanne wheezing. But guys, Thursday, it's happening. Hammerlin Jameson. He's going to be, you know, somewhere around the world doing a news story for you. Apparently, Joanne said he's flying into town Thursday. So I guess, intro to the show, it's going to be Hammerlin Jameson. I don't know if you guys know who Hammerlin Jameson is. He's a drunk. He doesn't know how to hold his liquor. Well, partially because he's been drinking since he was a baby, and he drinks every second. Hammerlin wakes with a drink with a Jameson in his hand, and throughout the day he goes bottle to bottle. And, you know, 24 bottles a day, a bottle an hour. Jameson special. Hammerlin. Look, he's one of, if you haven't seen him before, check him out. He's all over this channel. And yeah, the few times he falls asleep, and that's not good, obviously. But he's very, very good at what he does. And what does he do? Joanne, nobody can hear you over the wheeze. Yeah. That's right, Joanne. He rips the lid off the fake news. So guys, you're gonna wanna see it. Hammer Jammer, he comes down, ripping it off. Fake news, their lid, whoo. You know, it's a sight to see. If he stays awake and doesn't fall on the food that he brings for himself that day. He usually, typically, face first into the food. The worst was the burrito. Face first into the burrito. He comes up, he's got like guac all over this side of his face. Yeah, what does Hammer do? He finishes the report. Hammerlin Jameson! He did it. And all of a sudden, they fire him because, you know, burrito on the face, prime time, you know, doing a story about a little boy who's terminal. That's no good, you know, guac on the face. Make a wish. He starts doing a Make-A-Wish Foundation commercial with the guac on his face. He was fired by 7. Of course, he was drunk and didn't realize it. Guys, Thursday. Anyway, Hammer Jammer. Joanne, back to the studio we go. What? No, Joanne, you go back after you get the full breakdown from Pedro. I want to hear about the family. I want to know every detail. Yes, and stop wheezing, for the love of God. Oh, goodness, guys. We're here, we're doing it. We're doing it like we do every single day since December 31st, 2018. That's a long time. And we have a couple pretty cool things I want to share with you. So the other day I was telling you how I built myself a pedal board. I built myself this box for my laser engraver every time I need to, build a BeatSeat. I put the laser engraving right there, the BeatSeat and everything. I love this thing. And so I kind of started taking things to a new level. The other day I was like, well, I think I could build everything. Like, I don't know why. I just feel like I could build anything now. And so I've had these are my speakers. I've had these speakers for 20 years, and I got 4 different speakers here, like that it sets. And I sometimes switch them depending on how I feel the sound is, and if I feel something's crackling or something, I switch it out. And so this is what speakers look like. They're big, they're molded, they're plastic, they're crap. So I had this thought. I was like, well, what if we could build speakers, right? Like, wouldn't that be cool? So I haven't downloaded this yet. Let me see if I can. I built speakers, guys. I'm gonna show. I'll just show you. All right, so I only have one speaker working right now because I took the speaker off. I built speakers. Look at this. I put my logo on there and I put pearl inlay so you can, hold on, let me see if I can zoom in on that. Come on. Oh, let me get out of the way. There you go. So there's my signature right at the top of the speakers I built out of flamed maple. Look at this. What? How freaking stunning are these, Like, it's like a tiger. And then I took the actual, components out of my speaker, and I built speaker boxes out of the extra flame maple I had. And now I got 2 brand new speakers built of flame maple. I'm so pumped. So pumped. So pumped. So now I got speakers. What am I going to build next? I think I'm going to build stands for the speakers so they're like sitting perfectly. Right now I have them face to me, and they sound great. They sound better than the other ones because it's wood. And so, anyway, that's one thing. Really pumped about that. So now I have custom speakers that I built. I didn't buy them from somebody else. I hand built them, and that's cool. So now I got all this cool stuff going on around me. Guitar stands I'm building out of wood now. How do I do these so fast? You know what? As soon as I think about it, I'm just building it. I cut all the pieces and I just popped it together quickly. The staining is what takes the longest time. But building stuff is pretty easy for me. Like I don't know. My father's a builder, so he was a carpenter when he was younger, and then started building homes, and I worked with him for years. But I never actually took a hammer out and did anything. I was like a manager, and I was scouting jobs for him, project managing, that type of stuff. So I didn't swing a hammer. So now when I built the BeatSeat and I had to start building BeatSeats, and I don't know anything about building, just a kid whose dad was a carpenter and builder. And so I basically had his carpenters help me with the very first BeatSeat. I drew it out. He built it for me in a different way. It was actually all one angle. BeatSeat's wider at the back, more narrow at the front, but the first one was wide the whole way. It was a big box. But he helped me with that, and I saw how he did it, and I just kind of remembered, and then I just went and did my own. I went to this workshop, this wood shop in Norwalk, Connecticut, and I spent a couple days there, and I figured out how to build the first one by myself. And then from there, they got better and better every single time. And that brings me to the very, very newest BeatSeat, which I'm very excited to share with you. I'll be playing this thing tomorrow, but right now I'm letting it cure. I just sprayed it, and it got a couple coats, so it needs a couple of days to really cure, but I'll let it just dry till tomorrow. So our newest thing, oh geez, hold on a second, guys. Okay, why are my socks still up? I wrote that piece of music like 2 years ago live on this show, and I have no idea what day. There's so much music. I wish I could catalog everything that I did here for the last 4+ years, so you guys can say, if you're feeling like a piece of comedy, you could just source it, you know? That's something I'm wondering if there's a way I can do that with ChatGPT, just like ChatGPT go and just catalog everything from December 31st to today on the Mark Inspire show, which was originally Mark Pires Real Talk, to Mark Pires Renaissance Man, to At the Brink, and then here as Mark Inspires. So it's 5 different names, I guess, over the last 5 years, trying to figure out where everything fits in. I do think this is the name of the show. This is absolutely the name of the show. It just took me a long time to find it. But so I need an editor. Yeah, for sure, Sid. I need somebody who will watch my show from beginning to end and pull all the good stuff every day. And sometimes, guys, the entire show is the good stuff. Like the other day, I had to download an hour and 3 minutes. That was the whole show, because the whole show was freaking awesome. We went from the intro, which was the Trump live at Mar-a-Lago, into a new song being written, and then into another piece of music. And then I was just like, okay, guys, have a great night. I'm like, holy freaking cow. 2 nights in a row we did that. Last night was like that too. I'm like, 2 great pieces of music last night. I didn't even get to it to edit it. This is where I was telling you guys, I missed so much stuff, because I don't know what we're going to do tonight. I already have to pull that awesome comedy bit we did at the beginning of the show. But yesterday there was a whole piece of music I didn't get to put on my phone yet. And if tonight's show is awesome, which it's looking like it's going to be, I'm going to not get that piece of music from yesterday, which was crazy, the guitar playing, and it will just be lost in time. Just like thousands or hundreds of pieces of music that I've written over the last 5 years. We put out 196 songs, but there's probably been 600, 800, 900 songs that I've written here. It's crazy that I haven't had anybody who's been able to work for the show, because I don't make any money for this show. I show up here every day because this world is dying. And if I can't level up, and if I can't help somebody else level up, then what the hell am I doing here? I'm not going to let the negativity of the world get to me. I'm not going to let it take me out of who I am. I'm going to continue to show up every day and just beam light out at whoever shows up. And I hope you guys are up for that type of thing, because we do it every day. And this is now experience. This isn't just like, hey, I have this idea. I'm going to go live, and I'm going to go live, daily. I'll do a show daily. I've done it now for 1,623 days in a row, and I quite mastered every detail of it. And that's not cockiness. That's just when you show up every day and you put the time in, you figure things out. I never went to school for comedy. I don't know anything about music. I just live in the moment and I let the moment take me in every direction at once. And I'm not afraid of that. I'm not afraid of failing. I'm not afraid of a piece of music not being great. I'm not afraid of saying something that's not funny. I don't know. Maybe nothing I say is funny. I have no idea. I'm in a room by myself. Well, except for that Weezer. You know? And that's what's going on here. So before I get to the music, we're talking about the newest BeatSeat. So I invented the BeatSeat, I patented the BeatSeat, and we sell the BeatSeat. You can get it for $500. You can get a junior BeatSeat for I think $350 or $400, something like that. They're hand built. I build them. Okay, so they're not built in China. They're not just factory made and sent out to you that they're 50 cents. I source the wood and I build this by hand and then I ship it out to you. So it's $500 because it's worth my time. I'm not going to just do it for free. It's a lot of work. To build a BeatSeat is so much work. Nobody understands it. Like, oh, get a guitar. Okay, get a guitar. But if you get a crap guitar, you get a crap guitar. You get a really nice guitar, you spent $1,500, $2,000 on it. $800, something like that, you know. You get a crappy cajon, you can get one for $50, $60. You get a really nice one, they're $350, $500, $800. You can get a really, really nice cajon. Well, so why wouldn't we be able to have an $800 BeatSeat or a $1,000 BeatSeat? It's better than the cajon by double, at least. A cajon has 2 tones, a bass and a treble tone. That's it. It's 1 snare and 1 bass drum. And it's not even, it's one panel that you can get both of those things out of. What I invented is the BeatSeat. It's 4 playable panels. You sit completely upright and you could play it with your hands, your feet, or both. And it's got so many tones. We call it omnitone because it's unlimited. Everywhere you hit it sounds different. I mean, it's so much fun to play. And you see every night I have so much fun playing it, so go to BeatSeat.rocks, order yours, and I'll build it for you. But you may want to wait a day or two until I update the website. So, this is the very first, but I plan on building about 5 of these. It's going to be a limited edition. And I think the price is going to be hefty because you're about to see why. The BeatSeat, I'll show you. Normally, you've seen the BeatSeat, but this is the newest BeatSeat. That's all pearl inlay. Guys, that's not like, let's see if I can get close enough for you to see this. That's all pearl inlay. Flame maple. Purfling around the top, the front, and the back. And this is the BeatSeat Signature Edition. Come on. Come on. Why is this so bad at freaking getting... There we go. What do you think? And then this is like... This is supposed to be like a tiger, you know? So... Here's the craziest thing about this. I built that, and while I was building it, I was like, this is the most beautiful flamed maple I've ever found. Never seen in my life. until like that night. Okay, so I built it, and I'm in. Oh, come on. I'm in the process of finishing, and it's like taking me time. And I go on this website, and I'm looking for more wood. Because I'm thinking to myself, I want to do this as a new option. So you could buy a $500 BeatSeat, but you could also buy a signature edition BeatSeat out of real wood instead of plywood. Plywood is how I build all the BeatSeats, but this is all real wood, except for the sides are plywood, the snare is plywood. So we still have the playable panels made of plywood, but they're maple and they're flamed maple as well. The new ones will be made out of, it won't be as drastic, but they're going to be a curly maple as well. So we have this like all curly maple BeatSeats that you can get for $850 or whatever it is. But you know what? It's beautiful wood you could leave in a room, and you could buy a curly maple guitar stand to go with it, and you plop it right at the back of the BeatSeat, and your guitar sits with it, and your wife will never get mad. So that's something we'll be working out. So excited, guys. I cannot wait to see how it sounds. You know, I haven't even heard it yet. I haven't even played it yet. I can't wait. I'm so excited for tomorrow. We're playing it tomorrow. So I heard Hammerlin Jameson's coming in this week. Did you guys see that? I don't know. Guys, he's nuts. He's really a bit nuts. But we give him a pass until he does something really bad, which happens from time to time. What's that, Joanne? Joanne! No, I'm not going to tell him that story. Joanne said, why don't you tell him about the time that Hammerlin fell asleep right in the middle of the show? All right, Joanne. Hammer's doing the story, right in the middle of it. And all of a sudden he just trails off and just falls asleep. What's that? Oh, yeah, that's right. She said, tell him about the time he spoke a different language. How many times? Every time. It seems like it's like maybe a fault of Hammer's where he forgets where he is because he drinks so much. And he starts speaking other languages, Swahili, whatever. And he's in the process because he thinks, oh, I'm here in Nigeria in the moment. It's Hammer. He's just hammered, But he's ripping the lid off the fake news. So make sure you come by Thursday. Right, Joanne, Thursday? Joanne says she thinks Thursday. And maybe earlier. You never know. You have to show up here every day because you just never know when Hammer Jammer's going to be here. Anyway, guys, Jaguar. We had some crazy effects on yesterday, didn't we? Let's see. Ooh. I need to get more volume. One string buzzes. I gotta fix it. Oh goodness. So guys, Sunday evening, I hope you had a enjoyable experience here on the show. And I hope tomorrow you come back and we do it all over again, you know, because we like to do it. And I hope you do too. What's that, Joanne? No, Joanne, nobody wants to hear you do it. Wheeze, that is. If you could try to cut down the wheezing to a minimum, I know Virginia would appreciate it, and S-Coop would too, and so would Trish Killian. They'd be like, thank you, Joanne, for keeping it down because we're trying to watch the show. Yeah, there is music, and then the wheeze. You didn't know which one you liked more. I know, I get it. Joanne, they liked your wheeze more than the music.
What if you could...
I get that too. It wasn't that great tonight. Just kidding. I think it was good. I mean, look, we played some instrumental jammeroo, you know. Barella, my friend, Sydney, Leisure number 7, S-Coop, Trish Killian, and Virginia. You guys are amazing. Please leave a comment after the show if you can. And remember, tomorrow I still have to drop the... Oh my goodness, I have so much stuff to drop. I do need an editor, Sid, you're right. I got the prices right still. I got remember we did the price right? I didn't even drop that yet. I didn't drop the Wheel of Fortune yet. There's 2 of those. They're on my phone. Then we have the 3rd episode from Mar-a-Lago, which was yesterday. That has to be dropped tomorrow. Then we also have what we did tonight, Southern Border. I'm going to set that one for random because it doesn't have to be now. It's a random. Southern Border could be it's 6 months ago now, 6 months from now. So I'll set that as a piece of content that will go out. Maybe in like a month or something, we'll watch that. Because we just saw it. You can watch it, but when you see the edits where I zoom in and out, that's a whole other experience. So if you can, guys, head over to YouTube and subscribe. If you're on Rumble, I appreciate you. Please follow and subscribe here and also on YouTube. I do not see any comments or live chats on Rumble right now. I'm going to get that worked out. In fact, I didn't realize this, but now that I have TikTok on live with us here, and I can't see any TikToks either because it's not working. But I do have my phone. And what I could do is I can go and get on with whoever's on with us on... Let me see. Anybody on with us? I'm going to check and see. There's just a few people on Rumble. If you guys are here and you want to say something, just say something because I'm here right this second. But now I'm gone. I'm going to start doing this, though, where I'll pop on, and if I see there's some people there and they're chatting in the... live on Rumble, I'll start talking to people over there. But right now, we focus on anybody who shows up on YouTube. So if you are not on YouTube, join us on YouTube. Just type in Mark Inspires, and that's all you need to do. I'll see you there. So, until tomorrow, it's Mark Pires. And this is the Mark Inspire Show. Live 1,623 days in a row. Hopefully that inspires you somewhat. See you tomorrow. You got to go away, yeah. You got to go away.